right, so Suicide Squad has released on HBO Max and in theaters. I checked it out last night, and I have to say, I was literally blown away. Like this movie was actually pretty good. Uh, Coming off the first Suicide Squad movie, where we were kind of promised a lot of things that we didn't get. Mainly, a lot of people wanted to see more Jared Leto and whatnot. Uh, a lot of people were kind of hoping that Ben Affleck's Batman was going to be in the movie, but that wasn't the case. Still, nonetheless, it was a decent movie from David Ayers. But this time around, we have the director from the Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn, who's putting his spin on the Suicide Squad, with some of the cast from the first one remaining, coming back, which in Flag, Harley, and Captain Boomerang, and Amanda Waller as well, and with a whole slew of new Suicide Squaddies, and King Shark, Peacemaker, Bloodshot, or Bloodsport, if I'm not mistaken, Weasel, Polka Dot Man, Michael Rooker's character, which I can't quite remember his name, and Ratcatcher 2. Now, the cast of this movie was absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? John Cena. People probably thinking, man, I mean, if you've seen John Cena movies, we know John Cena, with one thing he can do is comedy, and two, I'll give it to him, John Cena is a damn good actor. You know what I'm saying? Him alongside Idris Elba, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and King Shark, who was voiced by none other than Sylvester Stallone. Guys, if you have HBO Max or you got some time to go check out a movie, this would be the movie that I recommend you go and spend your money on. From beginning to end, it had me watching. You know what I'm saying? There were times in the first Suicide Squad movie where I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Like, seriously? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like they had a good thing. They just didn't, I don't know, it didn't execute like I felt it should have. But this one, on the other hand, it did just that. And with James Gunn at the helm of it, man, I feel that, and sometimes I can compare it to Guardians of the Galaxy with the comedy and the quips. Some of the stuff didn't hit like it should, and they said these things, and it was kind of like, okay, all right, I get where you were going with that, but yeah, maybe you shouldn't have tried. You probably shouldn't have tried that, But most all the other things were good. Like I say, this Suicide Squad mostly, the most important thing that I liked about it, that they didn't disclose or whatnot, is that everything that's happening in the movie is happening after Justice League and whatnot. So everything is still going on. The Justice League is there and whatnot. But they're not in this movie, of course, because it's not Justice League. But yeah, the Suicide Squad, they this one was pretty legit. I enjoyed myself. I actually laughed at sometimes I was shocked, like, because you could tell that, I mean, judging by the name of the movie Suicide Squad, that somebody in the main cast of these characters here was going to die, and I was shocked to see some people die, and I was also a bit upset that they brought Jai Courtney back, and spoiler warning, because this is probably the only thing that probably pissed me off. The Jai Courtney came back to be Captain Boomerang, but was immediately killed off within the first 10 minutes of the movie. So there go your spoiler warning. That's probably the only thing I will spoil. And yeah. Oh, and the big bad of the movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, Starro was the big bad of the movie. And Starro the Conqueror. And I think that Starro the Conqueror was a bit underwhelming as far as the character itself, because from what I know in the comic books, Starro the Conqueror is a conqueror. He comes down with his star rolls. He mind controls whoever they lock. They mind control whoever they lock on to. And yeah, from that moment forward, this pretty much said and done. I mean, if you played it, the DC Universe game, this was one of the missions, the events, or one of the stories that came into the game, and it was a big thing. You know, the Star Roll was controlling heroes and regular people alike. So you know it wasn't enough to say that this movie wasn't good. I mean, if I had to give this movie a rating, I'd go ahead and give it at least a 4.5 out of 5. You know, it was good, and I plan on watching it again. And yeah, I'm trying to refrain from telling y'all anymore, but and I will by going ahead and ending this video. So yeah, if you've seen the movie, let me know what your what your favorite part was. If I had to say my favorite character in the whole movie, who it was, it would have had to be King Shark, man. And I think that James Gunn did a good job with King Shark, because not only he did a good job with Groot, and King Shark was kind of the Groot of this movie. You know what I'm saying? He was that one guy. You know, he didn't talk. When he talked, it was funny. The things that he was involved in, the scenes he were involved in, were funny. You know what I'm saying? King Shark is a shark, baby, and I enjoyed him in this movie, and I think you will too. So, guys, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen the Suicide Squad. What's your you've seen that you like the most? If you hadn't, hey, get on it, because it's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me, coming from me, a guy who watches movies, who's saying he's gonna go watch this again. Oh, I'll be watching this a couple times because it runs on HBO Max through September 2nd, I believe. Yeah, I enjoyed this movie much more than I enjoyed the first one, because I wouldn't watch the first one again, but I definitely watched this one again because I enjoyed the actors that were in it, and I enjoyed the story, and I enjoyed how it felt like, yes, they were the bad guys. We know the Suicide Squad is compiled of bad guys, but not all of them were 100% bad. Some of them were anti-heroes. Some of them were complete douchebags and all out bad. You know what I'm saying? Viola Davis as Waller is just spot on. You know, I'm glad she came back. You know, Idris in anything Idris is a good actor. He took this role and he did that. I enjoyed Idris in it. Of course, Harley. You know, I liked her a lot in this movie, more than I've liked her in any other movie. You know what I mean? Margot Robbie, she is super sexy, but in this one right here, she completely outdone herself. And of course, John Cena. John Cena, man. Boy, I'm telling you, he's going to win him an award for best comedic performance somewhere in his career, man. But guys, y'all have a good day. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, y'all have a good one. Peace.